the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to put it up right away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, hot. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba from 13 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Lions nothing. Evan McPherson set to
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. Quick throw here to Johnston. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 5.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion right is Johnston. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Complete to Johnston here. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
This is caught inside the 15. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Shuck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 10. Now Shuck. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Room here to run. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, so 11, Agate. Go. Silver.
Now Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Red on the red. Turn, they say hot. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown from Houston. Josh Jacobs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw now, Shuck. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Quickly out wide, this is Watson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Takes in 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Texans. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great job. Hey, we're going to do it.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Lonnie Hickman with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Shuck now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quentin Johnston. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pass to the sideline and put it in. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action with Lawrence.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Texans have broken the tie.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Texans 21, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Right side, he has Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Brown.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck.
And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Adnan Mitchell.
48 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Borregales now for the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'll come with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jackson Smith and Jigba on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll work this one up to about the 48. 69 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Finds Johnston. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Detroit! Christian Watson, 51 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing to break their pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
11. Hey, Soko, Sahut. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. His pass finds Brown in the comeback route. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. 6-yard pickup. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Shuck. He gets it to Johnston. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Detroit. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard
line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Shuck. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Watson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 35.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 35.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are back within a score. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Shuck now to throw. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the Texans' 41-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. Pass held in by Johnston.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 27 on the play.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Here's 2nd and 7.
Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Complete once again to Watson.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Christian Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
13, Luke. Hey, run. Sink, son. This is Hunt. Silver.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
60 Bison. 60 Bobcat.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
You're guaranteed to approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Marte Mapu. And the Lions Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's good for the Lions. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Detroit.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. From the gun, Shuck. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they work this out past the 25. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 46 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Now Shuck. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw now, Shuck. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all there will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Chase Brown, 22 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's a gain of 40. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. He had the good. Earlier throwing his first career touchdown pass, now the bad, his first career interception.
So you had to have some balance at some point, right? Didn't that what we all seek in our lives? But here's the thing. He had the success, you mentioned it, through the touchdown pass. Sometimes you press it a little bit more.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Chase Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have